Hello everyone, this is Flosscat, and welcome to another reaction. And today's reaction video is kind of an interesting one. It's called Definitely Not for Kids. Well, not really, that's just the title card. It's called What the Hell is Free Jimmy? This one is the Prestige from Saber Spark. And I can tell he's not joking. And I kind of think I know where the depression part comes from. So, again, if you guys want to watch the original video, the link will be down straight below. Again, it's from Saber Spark. I don't think I have done a reaction video yet. I don't know when this video is going to get uploaded. I think probably tomorrow, since it'll give me at least some time, but still, we'll see. Anyways, let's do this.
A few months ago, a viewer recommended to me a film called Free Jimmy and said that if I like ugly CGI movies, then I should give this one a watch. And being the sucker for punishment that I am, I decided to look into it.
Because he is, by the way.
Yeah, this one radiates some kind of fierce, terrifying energy. I mean, just look at the cover. 4 stoners, 3 gangsters, 5 vegans, and a million reasons to free 1 junkie elephant. Okay, considered me hooked. Additional research revealed to me a few other things about this film caught my attention. First off, it's from Norway, and I don't get to check out their stuff too often. So that's a plus.
Alright.
Next, Free Jimmy is an adult-oriented dark comedy. And
Dark?
as most of us animation fans know, that's pretty rare to see. Like, you got Sausage Party and Bad Cat, but adult animated CGI films are more of an exception than the norm. And finally, this is a movie about animal abuse and drug addiction.
Called it.
That is very rare to see in the same film, especially for animation. The story is essentially about a malnourished, drug-addicted circus elephant named Jimmy that's trying to escape a bunch of terrible people who
What?
only want him for their own selfish reasons. I think it's safe to say that Pixar isn't going to tackle a topic like this anytime soon. Well, unless Doug the dog gets off his meds. I love you, Master, and I can't sleep at night. The voices keep me up. So,
What the
who
hell?
are the people behind Free Jimmy? Well, the movie was written and directed by Christopher Nielsen, a Norwegian comic artist. The guy's known for his underground, adult-oriented comics. As
Oh,
a matter
really?
of fact, quite a few of the characters from Free Jimmy are based on various comics that Christopher had created. It came out in 2006 in Norway, but got an English release in 2008. Free Jimmy would go on to become Norway's first 3D animated film, and there were quite a few studios that worked on it. It was
Damn.
also the second most expensive film to come out of Norway, costing around 14 million US dollars.
Damn.
Unfortunately, it would only make back around $3 million worldwide, which
Damn.
makes it a financial failure. Also, critics were really hard on this film. Simon Pegg was the guy behind the screenplay, and I thought he did a fine job. But a lot of people did not feel the same way. It got like a 10% from critics on Rotten
Damn.
Tomatoes, with many of the reviews ripping into the film, saying that it was dumb and ugly. IMDb is a bit more kind though, with a 6 out of 10 rating.
Okay.
So on the international stage, Free Jimmy got railed pretty hard, both critically and financially.
Yeah.
But the locals seem to have enjoyed the film. But it's been 15 years since the movie was released. And it makes me wonder, has it gotten better or worse with age? Is Free Jimmy just some crass, empty film that only exists to make vulgar jokes?
Who
Or
knows?
does it have something more to say? Well, let's find out. So, what's the story about?
I want to know.
Well, the movie starts off with some animal rights activists trying to liberate some animals from a testing lab. It
Nice.
doesn't go well.
Oh.
We're then introduced to the stoners of the movie.
What
Odd,
the?
Gas, and Flea. They live in a crummy apartment in Norway.
Oh,
They drink
fuck.
booze, they smoke pot, and are just looking for an easy buck. And
Uh-huh.
it just so happens that their friend, Roy, can hook them up with some jobs at the Russian circus.
Yay.
We're also introduced to these Scottish hunters. But we
Whoa.
don't see them again until, like, the end of the film.
Ooh.
We're then introduced to Jimmy, a drug-addicted, abused elephant who is rotting away at this crummy circus. Roy
What
says
the?
that they got Jimmy hooked on uppers for when they need him to perform, and then downers for when they need him to chill out. Needless to say, it's kind of awful, and you can really see the torment in Jimmy's eyes.
Yeah, what the
Jimmy
fuck?
freaks out because he was
Which
given the
PS?
wrong drugs.
P.S. By the way, is this real? This is a real thing, by the way, right? Does circuits actually do this? Because I know there was actually, in fact, as of right now, including even this video, because this was released today, because of all the abuse, I recall that circus do not no longer use elephants anymore. That is a fact. Look it up, but I think it was. I know a bunch of them. I forgot one of the main ones that announced this, but I know they stopped using elephants because of those, things. But what the hell?
The stoners take off to go find him because they discover, ready for this? There's over $1 million worth of stolen heroin that's being hidden inside of Jimmy's butt.
What?
Oh my God. Poor thing. Apparently it was stored there because Roy was hiding it from the Russian mafia. Go figure. So, naturally, the circus guys want to get...
You so freaking heroin. Not in the way you literally put packs of heroin and surgically hide it in an elephant's butt. Okay, I can see why the comedy's there, because I guess that is somewhat funny. But I can also see the darkness in there. Like, what? Because believe it or not, this ain't the first time I actually heard of this bullshit actually happening. Even before 2000, I remember there was that PTA commercial where there was Dingo the dog. I think that was the commercial's name. That had pretty much tried to showcase drugs in a bad way, but also kind of show also the bad way of people smuggling drugs, which, Dingo the dog were forced to smuggle cocaine. This is actually a fact. I'll actually send a link down in the description down below. It was from JonTron, and I racked it through Blasphemous HD thing, but yeah, this is a real thing. But what? Oh man, I can see where the comedy is now.
And the animal rights activists find out about Jimmy too, and want to save him. Also, there are these biker guys who are hired by the mafia, and they're tracking down Jimmy too.
Why are the bikers look like
gestures? Nearly dies while lost in Norway. Lucky for Jimmy, a moose finds him, and it nurses Jimmy back to health. Actually, it's really touching, because Jimmy here is having withdrawals, he's shaking, he's losing his mind, and he is barely hanging on for his life. A bunch of hijinks happen amongst the different groups. Oh, there's drama, there's fighting, there's goofiness. But everything ultimately ends with each respective party trying to claim Jimmy at the same time. The hunters, the animal rights activists, the circus guides, the mafia. They all have their own agenda.
Yeah,
By the way, the animal rights activists are doing it for glory. And they rarely save the animals that they do, quote unquote, save. So I wouldn't be viewing them as the good guys.
Yeah, I figured, because also, if you caught correctly, that one was holding a grenade. That's definitely going to be part of this whole... That's definitely the thumbnail. But anyways, what the fuck? She's holding a fucking grenade. Oh my god. He wasn't joking. I mean, I'm not feeling depressed because, blah, blah, but he wasn't joking about this being depressing and dark. Holy crap.
In this movie, there are no good guys. Well, except for Jimmy and the moose. At the end, there's a big fight where a bunch of people die. Jimmy also fights for his life and almost escapes, but he's then shot and bleeds out. The moose then gets pissed off and causes a rock slide, so no one can claim Jimmy's body. Defeated, circus guys go home. And that's the end of the movie.
Damn.
Bittersweet conclusion, but hey, I respect that.
Hey, it's actually a good ending. Hold on.
To the movie.
Anyways, let's continue.
Bittersweet conclusion, but hey, I respect that.
Yeah, you had to rewind because
So,
he does a good job stopping it at
Well, let's start off with the story. Surprise, surprise! I genuinely like the plot. I legit
It's a
thought that
very
this
good
story
one.
was going to
Yeah,
be a
I
slog to
agree.
get through, but it genuinely held my attention. The story had a lot of moving parts, with each respective group of crummy people
Hold on.
suing Jimmy for
Yeah, sorry about that. Anyways, let's continue.
their own selfish reasons. Like, none of these people cared about Jimmy for Jimmy's sake.
Yeah.
The animal rights folks only wanted him for glory. The circus guys and the mafia only wanted Jimmy for money. And then the hunters only saw him as a big trophy to kill. The only character who cared for Jimmy was Moose. And that was it.
Yeah.
In that regard, I really felt for Jimmy and his plight. I was legit cheering for him to escape, to recover, and find some semblance of a healthy life, and overcome his drug addiction. Actually, while researching this film, I discovered that this movie was dedicated to Christopher Nielsen's brother, who had died due to drug addiction.
Ooh,
So this
damn.
movie comes from a genuine place of inspiration.
Yeah, I can
As far
see
as the
that.
voice
Damn.
goes, it was good. There were some big names in the English dub for this movie. Lee Harrelson, Simon Pegg, Kyle MacLachlan, David Tennant. Solid performances across the board. No complaints from me. And speaking of which, the dialogue was solid too. Now, I was worried that some of the exchanges would be just downright gross and unpleasant, but the dialogue had a surprisingly natural flow to it that kept me entertained. Again, well done.
Yeah.
I also appreciate that Jimmy and the Moose did not talk at all. Whenever they interacted, it was through body language alone, and also some good music too. All in all, very effective. Well done. And finally, there's the animation. Like I already said, I thought that the visuals were rough and unappealing at first. They kind of gave me
It
a
fits,
Ghost Story
though.
vibe with these overly gross-looking characters that are basically ugly caricatures. But guess what? It worked. On a visual level, it showcases how vile these people are, and that they're just as ugly on the inside as they are on the outside.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be gritty. It's supposed to make us go, ew. Because these people are a bunch of criminal drug addicts who want to capture a poor elephant and kill it.
Yeah, that's
In that
pretty much
regard,
it.
The unpolished character designs, the animation, the colors, the textures, they all work in the movie's favor.
Yeah, it does.
And also the overall tone and theme of the story. Just because something is ugly does not mean it's necessarily bad. And the folks who made this movie knew that, and they used that ugliness to say something about their film. That, or it's just fun to make gross-looking characters. And guys, did I feel bad for Jimmy? Like, you can really see the pain in his eyes, and how damaged he truly is.
Yeah.
His teeth are broken. His ears are ripped. His
Damn.
tusks have been cut off and sold. The guy has been abused to hell and back. And every bit of his design says that without saying a word. Oh, and we also get some trippy 2D animated scenes too, which are like absolutely inspired by Dumbo's pink elephants on parade. Plus a clown who kind of looks a bit like Homer Simpson. Huh, okay.
Yeah.
In conclusion,
Oh, wait.
Free Jimmy was, in my opinion, a pleasant surprise. Now, I wouldn't say that it's an amazing movie, but I also don't think it was terrible by any means.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, I did have low expectations going into it, so that probably helped. But to the film's credit, it held my attention the entire way through, which is, to me, one of the most important aspects for any movie at all. Do I care about the characters? Am I invested? Yeah, I legit was. I wanted to see Jimmy free himself. I wanted him to be happy and enjoy the rest of his life. Talk about a bittersweet ending, right? The gritty visuals, the ugly characters, the overall crass tone of the movie works in its favor. It's a dark, adult, animated comedy after all. So why should we expect it to be anything like a Pixar film? Actually, that's something that got underneath my skin. These reviews back in 2008 were
Yeah.
all like, oh, this movie is awful, and the animation is terrible. In hindsight, I think that these reviews are harsh, and they try to hold Free Jimmy to the standard of Pixar or DreamWorks, which is not fair at all.
Yeah.
This is an adult animated movie that was more than just mindless sex or fart jokes. Is it a bit unrefined? Yes, but it also had something to say about drug addiction and trying to recover from it. And I think that's worth acknowledging. Now, Free Jimmy is not for everyone, but for me, I liked it. And as far as adult animation goes, this one deserves a shout out for doing something different and having the ability to hold its ground as a movie. It has a solid story, good visuals, and was engaging enough to hold my attention the entire way through. So this one gets a recommendation from me. Check it out, or I'll blow you up with a hand grenade.
Yeah, it's called it.
Why did the vegan have a hand grenade?
That's what I was thinking.
Hello everyone, I'm Saber.
Oh, okay, the ending was just him talking about it, and Burnham actually finally showed his face, I guess. Pretty cool. But yeah. Okay, so my final thoughts on that video. Okay, that was good. I knew that was a good way to watch it, and yeah, I called it. She had a grenade. I called it. Definitely interesting. Hold on. That fucking ass bug. I don't even know what the hell that is. See? At least I fucking killed it. Oh, god damn. Yeah, boy. That's kind of funny where I'm about to literally tell you all about why I think that movie should have been hit. When well, I guess bugs are animals, but they're the ones that we are supposed to kill because they're nasty as hell. I don't know how that one got in there. I don't even know what it is, but whatever. Point being, let me wash my hands. You know what? Let me just put it here. Point being, as I wash my hands in front of you guys, not really, but you kind of get the whole deal, is, yeah, I also disagree. I don't know why those people hated that movie. I guess it's because, I mean, it was around 2008 when the movie was released. So, my theory is it was probably too early for its time, really. Because I think back then that wasn't a big problem. Many people didn't really care about the thing. Or else I guess it's probably because they really just didn't like the visuals. Because back then, if I recall correctly, adult animation was still looked down upon a lot. So it probably was around that time. It wasn't around the time like now where adult animation is heavily accepted with open arms in most cases. But still, yeah, like I don't even know what to say. Because what's interesting is that movie is funny enough does tackle a very serious issue. And yet, and I will be honest, I somewhat see some of the dark comedy. I mean, the fact that a vegan had a fucking grenade, holy crap, that really is going to be the fucking thumbnail of this video. My question is, though, did it really need to be a comedy? Because it was more like a heavy, dark film. Oh, man. But, yeah, it was really good. It was a good reaction video. I'm glad I did it, and it was pretty well done. I guess the only message I could say is that while I'm not very much a pet person, I mean, you guys pretty much know that already. I mean, one of the best things of me living in this house is the fact that they ban animals living here, which I'm okay with because I don't live one. But I'm not like saying I'm all against animal. Not saying that I'm accepting of animal cruelty. That's not right. Animal cruelty is not right at all. Like, I even admit that I hate animal cruelty. In most part. I'm not saying PETA or anything, because PETA is going a little bit far. I mean, I'll still eat a freaking hamburger. That's fine. It's just that animal cruelty for animals that really doesn't deserve it, like elephants and all that, is a bad thing. And it's a really good, touching thing that even an adult animated film actually tackled the situation very well. Yes, it went to a little bit unrealistic things, I think. I don't know if you can actually pack a freaking drug in an animal. I guess you can surgically do that. You gotta be like expert like Jigsaw to do that. But still, my point is, this was well done. This was a really well done that was a really well done movie. But yeah. And also I'm surprised I was able to make it through. But that's only because the video was around this time, 19 minutes, but it was just halfway commercial kind of. But yeah, my main message is animal cruelty is not really good. It's actually bad. But yeah, it really is bad. Anyways, this has been Flosscat reacting to this, and I'm snapping out of here. Bye.